Hi, Christine. Hello, hello. This is not Keukenhof, just in case, because this is a very different kind of a tour. And I was, Cindy, isn't it too early? I mean, what time is it there? This tour is scheduled at a ridiculous time. I was, well, kind of knew in advance it would be a very small, very quiet in all senses of this word. Hi, Natalie. Hi, dear. Hi, dear. Well, for you, it's just a lunchtime. So local time is 1 p.m. And I usually don't do tours around this hour because it just doesn't make sense. It's not convenient to most of you. 5 a.m. Christine. Thank you so much for joining me. I do hope that I'm not the only reason keeping you awake, but I hope there is something else. I mean, I'm sorry if there's something else because 7 a.m. lunchtime after my tour. Okay, it's Makalek. Enjoy your meal right after the tour. So I don't even know what to begin with because so many things have been happening, good things, and I knew, well, I'm flying tomorrow. I've already checked in for my flight. So there won't be tours tomorrow because I simply don't even know. Well, I can't rely on everything to be on time. And Misha, hi! I miss you so much, and I miss Grisha. I miss Grisha a lot. So I'm going to be bringing him. Hi, Michaela. Cologne. Oh, yeah. I remember our trip to Cologne. It was really epic. Daniela, Michaela, Grisha, me, and Catherine. Oh, we had a blast. We had a blast. Yeah, and a lot of food. And the Christmas festival. Yeah, it was amazing. Yeah, so what I was going to talk about. Yeah, sorry, I'm just a little bit. Um, Still coming off yesterday night on the well, I you know 3 a.m. concert and everything, but I'll get to it. So first of all, let me explain what I am doing here and where is this here, right? So the thing is that since there won't be tours tomorrow, which I'm not used to, I hate canceling, I hate not being, I would say, consistent, but well, there's not much I can do about it, and I cannot be sure that things will go on time. So I decided at least to make it up to you and make it up to myself. Like, I feel I haven't done enough, but it's not like I'm torturing myself. No, 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 no. I just realized that after this very, very busy 2 weeks of being here in the Netherlands, because it turned out that I actually have worked even more than it was originally planned. I mean, tours wise, not the office work, but the tours wise. Shabbat shalom, dear. And I knew that I would have a free morning on Saturday, and I knew that I wouldn't be doing tours on Sunday. So I thought to myself, well, this is a good time to go to the place I've been meaning to go, but I really wasn't sure I would be able to go because it's about one more than 1 hour drive and train ride from Amsterdam. It's kind of, well, it's in the north of the Netherlands. I'm in a place called Anna Polona or Anna Pavlovna. I know I am being super egoistic here. I'm being super selfish because yeah, I'm taking you to places that are relevant to me. But it's not only that. It's just a beautiful place. Technically speaking, it's not really connected much with Anna Polona. I mean Anna Pavlovna Romanova. But I will explain what I'm going to talk about in a minute as we're enjoying the flowers. Because, well, it's not connected to her directly, let's say. It's named after her. We will talk about who this Anna Pavlovna was, because the name of the place is a little bit has been Dutched over time, so to speak, just to sound more convenient to pronounce, comfortable to pronounce in the Dutch language. But this place has tulips, a lot of tulips. Not 7 million like in Kopenhagen, but it also has a lot less people. Look, it's a lot less crowded, fewer people, and still pretty much enough tulips. So I thought to myself to take you to this special place, which would be a nice way to kind of wrap up this week. Well, it's not wrapping up because I'm doing 2 more tours tonight, but those are going to be in Amsterdam. There's going to be a pretty similar tour to one I did on one of my first live vlogs. I'll be doing it for World Virtual Tours. Always, all my tours, even if they are the same, I try to make them different. But well, it's just so you would know. And then I'm doing the second episode, the second episode of my Jewish heritage tour of Amsterdam. Well, Jewish heritage and Holocaust. Yeah, I know it's kind of, I'm starting with flowers and wrapping up with Holocaust. It's not a good combo, but it's best I can do. Hi Sharon, Shabbat Shalom. So let me switch the camera and start talking, and at some point I will share with you what happened to me last night. Well, I was at a concert, Tori Amos concert. It was my birthday present to myself. I bought those tickets even before I bought tickets, to Amsterdam. It's like priorities, right? Yeah, and I had a ticket just in a balcony, but some of the Tories team members approached me and asked if I wanted to sit in the front row, which I said, hell yeah. So I was sitting the entire concert in the front row, and I saw everything. And it was amazing. So let's get started, because I still want this tour to have a little bit content, not just the beautiful flowers. Don't get me wrong, I'm enjoying it very much, but I still want to add some more history here and connect it to my heritage. So we are in a small park, Polder Park. Polder because, yeah, all this land was actually dried. Well, Netherlands, right? We are many meters below the sea level. The concert was in Amsterdam, in the Royal Theatre, Carré. I hope I pronounce it right. Probably not. Probably not. And yeah, so we are in the north of Netherlands. Oh, I hope you can hear the birds chirping. That's the reason why I'm not really using microphones, and I knew it wouldn't be crowded, it wouldn't be loud, unlike Kokenhof. So I think we are okay just without having microphones, and I think this is a beautiful soundtrack, right? Just absolutely beautiful. Also here you can even come closer to the flowers you're interested in. Kokenhof, you can do it just in a couple of places. And so this park is located in the town of Annapolona. It's more like a village even. There is kind of a conglomerate of several villages, and Annapolona is the main one. Annapolona. So what is going on here? Who was this Annapolona? It was Anna Pavlovna Romanova. And I'm going to introduce her to you in a minute. There you go. Oh, so not this is Maria Paul, this is her mother. Wait a second. I hardly see anything here, but I will. Just give me a moment. Yeah, I'm coming. Yeah, there you go. So this is Anna Pavlovna, daughter of Maria Feodorovna that I have just shown you. So Anna Pavlovna, or Annapolona, was actually a wife to the King of the Netherlands, William II. And she happened to be, well, daughter of Emperor, whom you actually know very well from multiple tours, Emperor Paul I, who ruled starting 1796 to 1801. That's him. He was son of Catherine the Great, right? And you know the story. I have spoken a lot about him. Not very fortunate emperor. Was very up and coming, but he was let down by his own cabinet members. Was a big setup, but he had a big family, and thanks to the 9 survived children of the family, Russian Empire never had any more crisis. Crisis. The best soundtrack. I agree. I totally agree. I think they're probably even louder than I am at some point. And in the meantime, I'm showing you all these flowers because I think this is also a beautiful backdrop for whatever I'm sharing. So not only didn't Russian Empire have any dynasty crisis, they also a lot of descendants, well, children and descendants of Emperor Paul made their way to the royal homes of Europe. And this is exactly how the second daughter of Emperor Peter became wife to, of Emperor Paul, became to William Alexander. That's him, William II, King of the Netherlands, Grand Duke of Luxembourg, Duke of Limburg. Yeah, there you go. That's him. Actually, let me show you some more photographs here. There you go. Yeah. So this is Anna Pavlovna. This is exactly how her name should be spelled. Is Grisha here too? Really? Sorry, I wasn't looking at the chat. Grisha тут? Grisha, are you here? I'm in a place called after Anna Pavlovna, the wife of the King of the Netherlands, William II. Okay, let me have a look at the chat because I wasn't looking. I'm not sure. I don't know if Grisha is here, but Misha is definitely here. So I hope that Grisha joins at least for a minute. He's not really, I mean, he likes to be in my tours, but not really watching my tours. I don't think so. I think he finds them boring. But hopefully this content will be a good change for Grisha if he ever joins. Yeah, I miss my voice terribly, but in fact I didn't really have much time to be bored and to miss them because there was a lot to do. Yes, William Alexander will be turning 59 next Monday, King's Day, right? King's Day. Oh, I will have left by then, which I don't mind. I mean, it's going to be crazy. I know it's going to be crazy everywhere, no public transport. Imagine if I had to leave on the 27th. That would be a disaster, a total disaster. But it's not, so I'm good, all good, we're fine. And it's going to be lovely. I'm not sure if Stefan would be doing any sorts of live streams, but maybe at some point they will share some TikTok videos on that because it's going to be really interesting. Yeah, but I will have left by then and reunited with my boys, which is very good. I'm really excited about it. So actually Anna could have become wife to Napoleon because several years before the invading Moscow, Napoleon proposed to her, but her eldest brother, who was the elder son to Emperor Paul the Great, Paul the First, he politely declined it under the pretext of a very young age of Anna, because she was, I think, 14 or 13 years old, which at that time, luckily, also was seen as a little bit too early for marriage. I mean, look at this. I don't know. Well, We know that there are so even live stream doesn't work on King's Day. I'm not surprised, you know. I'm not surprised. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be amazingly crazy, but uh, I'm not sure if it will be okay for any kind of work whatsoever. Yeah, it's always a challenge, and obviously Stefan and Catherine have a lot of tours. I mean, in-person tours booked. I know they will do their best. I have no doubt about it, but it's just going to be challenging. So that's why I'm not sure if any live stream is possible on that day. But feel free to reach out. Who knows? Who knows? Anyway, so eventually Anna married William. At that point, he was only a prince, and he wasn't in very good relationship with his father, but Anna was. And Anna tried to do as much as possible to build. Oops! I guess my phone is just like, oh my goodness! I just can't. I just can't take this all in. I mean, look at this. Are those roses? No, I know those are not roses. Hainian von der Most. This is the name of this variety of tulips. As you know, there are thousands of them, so I'm not even bothering to. I won't even bother to remember any of them. But I mean, I think now finally I know which ones I like. I like the big ones, really, really big ones. Even bigger than these. These remind me a little bit of bedding. I don't know. Whenever I see those, I think about just a freshly made bed, something like that. Okay, let's move on. And there must be a good reason why the entire village was named after Anna Polona. No, they didn't live here. And this house, I'm not even sure how old it is, but definitely has nothing to do with them. Place named after Anna Polona because it was laid dry and developed as a garden at the time when her husband William was already a ruling king. And it was named after her because people of the Netherlands loved her. She came with a lot of wealth and money, and she didn't spare those. I mean, look at these flowers. I'll tell you what the name is. Lady Jane, almost Mary Jane. Lady Jane. I mean, they don't even look like tulips, but they are. I know they are. After coming to the Netherlands, I don't even know how to do garden tours anymore anywhere else in the world because, like, how? And when I'm back, there still should be some lilacs in Tbilisi Botanical Garden, but like I nothing can beat this. I mean, it's not that I'm trying to beat this. I guess you get the point, and you see how easily I get carried away and divert from the topic. It's not so easy to concentrate, to be honest. But anyway, so it's just I'm not even sure where I'm going. I'm basically just following the flowers, whichever I like and wherever I can come a little closer. But yes, I definitely know where my favorite flower bed is. It is beautiful, of course it is beautiful. Yeah, I have no doubt about that. No. But it's just nothing can beat this. Definitely. This is something absolutely out of this world. I never thought I would enjoy flowers this much. But I guess it's just all because of this abundance and the colors and the lovely weather. It's sunny, it's lovely. And it could have been different. In a rainy weather. Yeah, so these are my favorite. Big, tall, and of the size of my palm. You see? That's what I'm talking about. These are my favorite. This is just absolutely perfect specimen. and the name is oh my god, what is the name? uh, Pride Mix. Okay, makes sense. Pride Mix. I mean, yeah, this one is very proud. So Anna was loved. The emperor wasn't so much liked. We know now, and we knew then, I mean, not we, they knew then that he wasn't exactly faithful to Anna. However, it was a happy marriage and they had children together. I will show you a family portrait a bit later after I'm done with these beauties. Very, very proud beauties. I mean, look at this. Oh my goodness. So when I came here, I said to myself, goodness gracious, but it turned out I actually said it out loud. Luckily, everyone agreed. There are very few tourists here, and this place is free to visit, unlike Kockenhof, which is okay for Kockenhof to be charging people. The best backdrop, absolutely, absolutely, and the best soundtrack and the best backdrop ever. Sorry, I just can't really. I can't. I should move. I should get going because I've only shown you maybe well, I don't know, 5% of the whole place. I did some filming too, and I'm planning to put everything together, all my flower videos together into a nice video to run sometime during winter or on a rainy weekend in Tbilisi. So we'll see how it works. Anyway, so he was not exactly faithful to his wife, and he also wasn't exactly clever in, well, uh, with regards to spending money, earning money, and she wasn't too. So she wasn't also very consistent and didn't care much about earning money and making country wealthier. But she indeed spent her private funds. I mean, look at this. Wow. On opening of about altogether 50 different orphanages. 50. It's not just orphanages, also it includes maternity wards, it includes schools. It was all mainly about women and children, helping women and children in need. Again, many of those facilities, charitable organizations, were opened with her own funds, but not only. Plus, they liked to collect art, and they amassed quite a decent art collection of Italian masters, Dutch masters. So when the king, stay with me, stay with me. So when king passed away, he left his family with a lot of debt. Oh, sorry. And the family had to pay out a lot of it. And that's why the family had to sell some of the artworks the family owned. So I promised to show you a family photo, and I'm going to do that in a minute. Yeah, there you go. So this is Anna Polona, William II and their family, their children. There you go. For a long time, they didn't even live in the Netherlands. They actually lived in Brussels, which was before he became a king. That was before Belgium got independent, became independent. So they preferred Brussels. They preferred Belgium for one particular reason, and it was her. It was Anna Polona that didn't exactly like the way things were in the Netherlands and in Holland. So when they lived in The Hague and they had a property in The Hague, the palace, she was not impressed with the, let's say, with how egalitarian the Dutch people were. So there was not this much distance and piety between well, I mean, from the lower classes towards the higher classes. And she was not used to it because she was raised being absolutely gorgeous and being absolutely unapproachable by muggles. Let's put it this way. And oh, oh wow, I don't know. I, and I mean, this is a really good camera. I'm actually really proud how my iPhone 13 Max is still capturing this. But I think even this doesn't do it justice because I don't know. I mean, look at this. Are those even tulips? They are. But to me, they look more like, I'm not even sure. No, I don't even know. Like a cabbage. Something like a cabbage, I'm not sure. Yeah, but I know that those are also tulips. I just don't see the name here, but probably will at some point. Some daffodils too. There you go. And in Belgium, it was a little bit more comfortable for her. So their people were less. It was less egalitarian. There was more distance between aristocracy and common people, and she felt more secure and just more comfortable. But after the independence of Belgium, they had to move, and they moved to The Hague. Let me see the chat. I've seen some messages. Hi Cheryl, you're in Turkey on holiday. Amazing, enjoy. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for chiming in. Wow, this is so precious that some of you had to wake up at 5 in the morning. I'm so humbled to say that. And for some of you, it's only 7 or 6 in the morning. I really appreciate you joining, but I hope it's been worth it. And because, I mean, look at this. And I wish I could have scheduled it a little later, but I still have tons of, tons of tours. I mean, just 2 more, but I can't reschedule them. And so this is just all I have. Plus, this type of tours have to be done really as well, let's say in the midday at least, for the best light. Oh my goodness, you see what I'm talking about? There's so much. I'm not sure I will be able to see everything on this tour because I technically, after 1 hour, I really need to pack and get going to catch my train, just to be able to make it in time for the next tour. But it's okay. I'm sure we will manage. Oh yeah, yeah, my favorite pride party. I think it's a pride party, but maybe not. Let's see. Probably not. It's Berg 47. Okay, I mean, I like these names. Pride Party, Berg 47, Impression Mix. Nice. I guess it's just kind of drawn to really weird varieties of tulips. Feel free to tell me, by the way, on the chat what your favorite varieties are, colors, types, kinds. Oops. Wow, we just had a bumblebee. Wow. Wow. So yes, as I said, I need a selfie. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna need a selfie. Okay, it's not like I haven't taken already about a dozen of them, but I need more. I don't see much, but I think it's okay. So, but as I said, so they were left in debt and they had to pay out somehow. So they started selling their art collection. And Emperor Nicholas I, who Trilly tulip. I'm sure I have seen some Trilly tulips, and I think I saw them over there too. I mean, the varieties here they repeated, so they do have, I would say, same kinds in different areas of the garden, but we'll see. I might be confusing it, but I'll be keeping an eye on the varieties. Thank you. So, Pink Star. Unbelievable. So yeah, and Emperor Nicholas I, who, by the way, was the one who actually made Hermitage accessible to commons, just visitors. He purchased several dozens of artworks from this family. I guess not only to increase the collection, but also to help the um, the family of his sister because they were siblings. Because Nicholas I was also son of Emperor Paul I. The best light because yeah, I think from here you will see they're sheer. You see the light, see how nicely it looks in the sun. So airy, so bubbly. History and flowers. I like this combo. I love this combo. Unbeatable one. Actually, no, there is something that I could add to make it even more unbeatable. Some art from the royal collection. So I'm going to share with you just at least a couple of artworks because they might be familiar to you from my Hermitage tours, and I know some of you have been to the Hermitage. So, for example, one of the works. No, I need a shade. I need a bigger shade because, yeah, I know where to find it. Ow. Sorry, I think I just meowed, right? It's just because I am enjoying myself. So this is one of the artworks that were purchased by Nicholas I for the Hermitage Museum from the family of Anna Polona. So this work is called Columbina Flora by Francesco Melzi. And Francesco Melzi is known as one of the most talented students of Leonardo. So he is among the group called Leonardeschi, follower of Leonardo. He had multiple students, obviously, but with Melzi they had far more close. Well, they were definitely had much closer relationships, and. So he is believed to have been the lover of Leonardo, and he's believed to have been a model for a lot of his, women's portraits. And some claim, but there's no way, I guess, to prove it, and or it's probably just in. Maybe it's just a theory. Anyway, but some claim, some specialists, not just layman, but specialists, restorers and art historians think that this flora could have even been painted by Leonardo, or at least partially painted by Leonardo. Or Melzi could just, possibly just finished it. This is a possibility, but we cannot really prove it or disprove it. So we still believe it's one of the Leonardeschi's. And another artwork, which again we need more shade for, but again it's always a compromise. Yeah, here, yeah, it's gonna be okay. Freely. Where were the Freelies? Freelies, where are you? Okay, are those the red ones? Freelies. Okay. No, not the Freelies. Okay. I missed them, but at least you saw them. At least you did. Okay, I'll be keeping an eye, which I already promised, but definitely haven't kept the promise. That's not the Freelies. This is a Leo. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So let's get back. I'm sure there will be more Freelies because, again, as I say, they definitely have the same parts in other areas. I like this. I like Tinka very much. This looks like I don't know. They look so artificial to me, so perfect. but they are not. I don't mean to say that artificial is perfect, but like they don't even look like real flowers. They look too beautiful. Oh, yeah, there's another artwork that I wanted to show you, and this is kind of a little sad story. This one. So this is one of the parts of the triptych Annunciation by Jan van Eyck. I'm taking it closer. This was also purchased by Nicholas I, and it was in the collection of the Hermitage up until the big wholesale, up until the big sale that was carried out by the Bolshevik government. So it's now in Washington. This Annunciation that originally belonged to Anna Pavlovna and her husband William II, King of the Netherlands, and she was Queen Consort of the Netherlands. She even learned Dutch. Well, however, the official language, I think I need another selfie here. I have this urge for selfies. You see? Oh yeah. Oh please. Oh. I mean, I can't see anything but flowers. So, what was I talking about? Again, you see, I keep forgetting things. I'm so sorry. It's just, I wonder if it's sleep deprivation or just this flower intoxication, colors intoxication. Yes, so she started learning Dutch. They spoke in French. That was their language at home, and that was the language they also taught the kids. So kids were bilingual, but she studied Dutch. She was given private tutors and everything, and she actually she could give some public speeches in Dutch. I went to a bridge. Yeah, okay, we are going to cross a bridge over here. So she spoke Dutch. People cross. So speaking Dutch, speaking the mother tongue of the people to whom she was a queen. Okay, they're not going.
En nu alleen of?
Allemaal drie. En dan dat vrouw en dan
So from here, I guess it's clear. So it's clear that it's polders, right? So this was all the reclaimed land. Right here, you understand this. You see, we are very close to the water. We are kind of, in a way, on a small island, but it doesn't feel this way because it's not really an island. It's just a dried plot of land. The park altogether occupies about 1 square kilometer, which is like square, I don't know, half a mile, can say. No, you don't say miles, right? So anyway, feel free to convert. You know, that's what I say. So I don't want to take any responsibility on that. Well, I guess from of the polder, of another polder over there, and a little bit of the farm field, and a little bit of the canal. Yeah. So I was talking about Anna Paulowna and her Dutch. So she spoke Dutch. She could speak Dutch to people in the court. She could give some public speeches. So speaking the language of the country, she ruled. Well, kind of ruled, but she was involved in in politics, especially during this conflict with Belgium and their subsequent independence, and opening all sorts of charity organizations that, well, she earned a very good reputation, both, by the way, among Dutch and among the Dutch and among the, well, Belgium. And okay, I would like to move a little bit further and probably, just probably, head towards another bridge. Okay, it's unbelievable. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. Yes. So that's why she gained a very good reputation. She earned a very good reputation. And eventually, when this particular garden was developed, and it happened in the 1840s, 1850s, so she was oh yeah, okay, I know what I want to do. So this village was named after her. Well, her husband was still a ruling king at that time, and she, oh yeah, this is good. That's the first thing we're going to do. More polders are coming your way. So it was named after her. However, the land we are in, well, it's known for more than thousands of years actually. But at some point, because of the floods, the settlement that had been here before was destroyed. And this land was quite uninhabited. It was really marshy, partly flooded, at some point almost completely flooded. But eventually, starting from the mid of the 19th century, it was okay and safe and dry, and you know the story. So in about 5 minutes, no, 10 minutes from now, we're going to have a sit, because again, as I say, there's no point in trying to boop, boop. Wait a second. Boop, boop. Yeah, to rush around. Another pride party over here. Yeah, pride mix, exactly. There's no point in rushing around and trying to capture as many flowers as possible. I think we are doing quite okay with regards to that. But I would like to share with you some personal story. It's about something else. It's about Tori Amos concert, and not only me getting the front row ticket, but something else. Volcan d'Or. Okay, it's like a golden volcano or something like that. I'm not sure. But yeah, it's definitely a volcano. This is the eruption of flowers, the eruption of colors right into my face and my brain. I'm sorry. Okay. I want to cross the bridge because I think it's so romantic. Yeah, nice. And have a view of the water, another bridge, more flowers. I wish I could just Photoshop these people, but it's okay. I mean, how can I complain? Know that there are now thousands of people literally going around Kalkenhof. I mean, and so they should, because that's the time it has to be done. But if you happen to be in the Netherlands around the tulip time and you hate crowds and you are okay not being able to see 7 million of them, Annapolona is a very good option, and it's free. I mean, you're going to spend some more time. Yeah, definitely. Stefan has been here with a spray paint, just to make those volcanoes of colors. I think this is also Stefan's work, I'm sure. Stefan! I mean, look at this. How? Just how? That's a Tarzan variety, by the way. Honestly, I just don't know. Yeah, I'm sorry. Um, I totally lost it again. I lost track of what I was talking about. Oh, oh, more pride mix. Oh, this is my favorite. Okay, I know this is my favorite. So now they actually specify which kind of pride this is. Apricot pride, orange pride, red pride, purple pride. You see? I guess you can put two and two together and understand which variety is which here. Yeah, okay, so again, I'm looking for a spot. Sorry, thank you. Sorry, I'm so sorry, baby. Okay, so uh, I just wanted to make sure I include this variety. There's also even a darker one, not far from here. If I'm lucky, I will be able to find it, called a Nightmare. Well, this is the darkest as it. Well, it's almost the darkest as it gets, which is very difficult. Again, there's no really such thing as a black tulip, but it's very, very close to it. And actually, I find it a lot more appealing, to be honest. Again, the endless sea of tulips. So I'm looking for a place I could kind of have a quick stop. But even if I don't find it here, I will find it elsewhere. That's not an issue. Another volcano door, but a yellow one. So as I said, for those who joined us sometime in the middle, so this is one of the 3 tours I am doing tonight. All of them are going to be very Dutch, about Dutch history, well, actually 2 others are going to be in Amsterdam. The second tour, which is scheduled 3 hours later. So after we are done with this tour in 3 hours, it's going to be a tour for World Virtual Tours, my regular Saturday tour at a bit different hour because it's a live walk. And I will be taking the audience to a similar area on a similar tour that I did earlier, 2 weeks ago for you, for my YouTube channel. But so don't expect to see something very different. But as you know, I always make my tours different, even if they are about the same area. So I just kind of wanted to warn you, so not to disappoint you, so to speak. How? Why does this have to be so perfect? I mean, I feel so inferior next to these flowers. Honestly, you know what? Yeah, that's exactly how I feel. Because there's nothing more perfect than that. I don't know. It's just, I want this one. No. And then in 1 hour, so 1 hour later, after that live walk for World Virtual Tours, I'm taking you on part 2 of the tour about the Jewish heritage and the Holocaust. Again, I know, I'm very well aware that this is a really weird combo for tours, very, very weird combination, but I just didn't have any other time for it. And that's also because the tour for World Virtual Tours is going to be in the area very close to the Jewish quarter. So that's why I cannot really make it too different, but I know I will make it different anyway, so you won't get bored. And tomorrow, since I'm flying tomorrow, I will not be doing any tours, which is very, very unusual. I'm kind of already feeling a little bit anxious about that because I'm not used to it. Yeah, so a little bit of also dark tulips. But this one is not Nightmare. This one is Paul Scherer. Okay, Paul Scherer. Yeah, you see how dark they are? Hello. You are pretty scary, but beautifully scary. I don't know, just kind of gives me a little chills, you know. Well, yeah, there is a lovely corner over there where I can just kind of have a quick stop and share with you a few things. So, yeah, I think that's where I'm going to do this. Aww. They just keep stealing the show and just keep distracting me from the narrative. So, as with regards to the tour plan, you already have an idea.
Yeah.
So once again, Annapolona is not the place where Anna Pavlovna actually lived.
Yeah.
After they moved from Belgium, after its independence, they actually based in two places. They kind of had two residences, one in The Hague. There is this one, Noorderdijk Palace. There you go. And also, especially after the king passed away, she spent most of her times as a widow in this palace, Soesdijk Palace. There you go. And the interesting thing is that Soesdijk Palace is a museum now, and it can be visited. And I visited it, but not during this visit, but back then, several years ago. I just never got to taking you on a tour of the palace, but I will. So now that I've come public about it, I gotta have to. I'm not getting away with it. So just give me a little bit of time to put everything together and find those videos. I know I have them, so it's not going to be a big of an issue. Yeah. They're so beautiful. It's hard to pick a favorite. I know, Cindy. I know. It's very difficult to pick a favorite. Well, I know what I like, but it doesn't mean I don't like all the others. So it's yeah. Okay. So I think this is where I'm going to kind of have a little stop, and I also getting a little bit hungry. And I'm just so lucky that now in my favorite store, well, favorite, I mean, just, food store that I really like, Albert Heijn it is, they have really good discounts for strawberries. The grandparents of Willem Alexander lived in Soesdijk. Yes, there was an exhibition. I guess it's a permanent one. It's about the current family, and it's about the current king, and it's about his parents and grandparents. So they have very good discounts for strawberries. I had to grab some. And nothing happens strawberries in this amazing place is just extra charming and extra delicious. Have a look. Probably not. You see, I'm having a strawberry in the tulip field. That's amazing. So, let's cut to the chase. William II was a not very good king, not a very good husband, not a very good ruler, and not very clever with money. The Empress wasn't very accurate with money, wasn't very clever with regards to earning more money for the country, but she was very good at art collecting, and she was very kind and very generous with this regard. So let's say her generosity kind of led the country, well, not penniless, but well, not say in a very good financial situation. So, but she's remembered. Still, we kind of tend to forget all the bad things that people, well, had done, right, to us, and we only think of remember the good ones. So, not sure about. So sorry, what, Dorley? Hold on a second. Let me have a look at the chat. What's going on here? No, no, Dolly. Another tour is not in 1 hour. Another tour is in 3 hours from now. It's going to be World Virtual Tours. And after World Virtual Tours, in 1 hour, it's going to be a tour on the Jewish heritage. It's going to be 5 p.m. here and then 7 p.m. here. And in Israel, it's going to be 1 hour later. As far as I understand, it's going to be 8 and it's going to be 6 and it's going to be 8. I think so. I think so. That's why I'm saying 3 hours after this tour is over, because it's a lot easier for me to calculate, because you know how hopeless I am with that. Anyway, I wanted to share with you a personal story, because it's a personal tour. That's a personal choice of place. But I guess, I mean, even though Anna Paulowna never lived here, this area is named after her. It's beautiful. It has flowers. So what else do we need? We have some history. We have flowers. We had strawberries. So what's that? Hi, Adrian. Are you just joining? Well, you might need to go back and watch from the beginning, because we've just seen about thousands of varieties of tulips, and I've given a good story. Well, I mean, I've given a story, quite a full one. Yeah, about the place. So, but now it's not the most interesting part, but the most selfish part about this tour is that yesterday I went to Tori Amos concert, and I came to the Netherlands not for the concert. I came to help Stefan and Catherine during a very, very busy season, but I kind of also chose the date according to the concert, and I bought the tickets for the concert before I bought my plane ticket. This is how crazy I am. I'm a big fan of Tori Amos. I'm not a crazy fan, and I'm not very familiar with her kind of, say, more contemporary works, but I'm I'm the 90s baby in this regard. So I know every song from her 90s era. That's when she was really big. But she's amazing. Anyway, I respect her in everything she does, and I admire her. So I had my ticket for a balcony. Well, I just had my place, my seat in the balcony, and then I was approached by a Tori team. Tori is a team member, and he just offered me a front row ticket. This is a common thing to do. Whenever there are some free seats in the front row, Tori would give it to people from, let's say, from less fortunate places. And but what were the odds that I would be among those lucky ones? There were like 4 or 5 people all together. Imagine just that. So I was given the front row ticket, and I had one of the best concerts in my life. And I thought to myself that I need to share the story, because it's not my first concert with Tori. The first concert was in Moscow. I think it was 2014. And it wasn't her first concert, because the first concert was about in 2011, 2010, and I wasn't able to go to Moscow. I lived in Siberia back then, and I didn't have money to come to Moscow, and my parents would never give me money to go to Moscow for a concert. If you want to go to study at Moscow State University, there you go. They would give me a couple of thousands of dollars to do that. I'm really grateful for that. And actually, I'm grateful for them not giving me money to go for concerts. Yeah, so it's not like I'm blaming my parents for something, but my best friend did go to the very first concert, and he knew how almost inconsolable I was, and he got a signature, for me, a little note from Tori. That's from 2011 or 2010. I'm not sure exactly which year it was, for Anna. This is so sweet. Yeah, but in 2014, I already lived in Moscow, and before that concert, I went to Yekaterinburg, because my mom's family is from Yekaterinburg. And Misha and I went to a very specific place because you know how important the Romanov history to me. So Misha and I went to the place called Ganina Yama, where the bodies of the Romanovs were buried in the pit. And on this spot, there is now a monastery. So this is the pit itself. This is the photo I took back in 2014. So there is a monastery, there is a museum. In the museum you can find, let me show you what you can find in the museum. We are wrapping up really soon, I promise, but I just really want to share the story. So in that museum you can find some items that were discovered. Obviously all the excavations only took place after the perestroika. And you know now where the bodies are, where the bones, well, where the remnants are, apart from the two family members, Tsarevich Alexei and Maria. So all the others are buried in Peter and Paul Cathedral. So I knew I would be going to Tori's concert after that. So I grabbed a little bit of soil from Ganina Yama because I knew that in the 90s, Tori released the song Yes, Anastasia, and it's about Anastasia. I bought the postcard with Anastasia's photo. I bought sunflowers, and that's what I brought with me to the concert. And that's how I looked. And I didn't see a front row, but I saw close enough to be able to approach Tori after the concert and give her the sunflowers. And this is when she leaned towards me. I gave her the flowers and I said that there is the soil from the place where Anastasia was buried. And I asked her to play it as an encore song, Yes, Anastasia. That was not on the list. Yeah, please, that's okay. You're not being filmed. And Yes, Anastasia was not on the list for that concert, but she played it as an encore. So this is my story. I just wanted to share it with you because kind of in this place named after a Romanov in Europe, there is a story that I can share. I'm here in the same place, right? I'm in the Netherlands, and I've just been to the concert, and I have a story related to the Romanovs in a way, in a weird way, but I really felt like sharing it with you because this is something that you always want to share this type of stories, you know, with your friends, with your family, so they will be cheerful for you, so they will say, oh, it's amazing, this is just amazing. So this is kind of the story that I think is really amazing. So I think this is where we're going to wrap this up. I'm going to munch a couple of more strawberries and head towards the train. It's a long ride, definitely. It's more than 1 hour. I should be able to make it just in time for my virtual tours. Again, it's going to be a little similar and a little different. No, more similar than different, but still different from the tour I did a couple of weeks ago. So I just don't want to disappoint anyone. So that's why I'm sharing it. And then the Jewish Heritage Tour. And this is going to be my last live stream before my departure until I arrive to Georgia. Yeah. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me. Thank you for sharing these moments with me. Thank you for enjoying the flowers with me. And sorry that I've been a little inconsistent in my narrative, just simply because I guess it's kind of a combination of sleep deprivation and still, you know, coming off the high from last night. Maybe even a little hangover because after that I couldn't really just go straight to bed and I couldn't go straight home. So I went to the Brown Bar in the Jewish Quarter and had my favorite beer with some snacks. I guess it's just a combination of all that. Not very fortunate, but it's okay. You see, I'm managing and don't even look very much Katzenjammer-ish, right? Not look very much hangover-ish, so it's okay. So thank you for everything. If you wish to support me, to thank me for the tour, well, feel free to do that. I really won't mind that. Thank you so much in advance. You can either send me a PayPal donation, you could buy me a coffee, and I just feel so fortunate that I have friends that I can share this with. That wasn't the plan, but after what happened last night, when I actually saw Sora this close, when I was able to see her face, to see what she was feeling as she was playing. And I know that I know what many songs are about, you know, from the 90s. This was really amazing, so emotional, such connection. Thank you, everyone. I'll see you soon. Bye bye. In 3 hours from now, okay? 3 hours from now.